Hello everybody, and welcome back to another game from the League of Dracula for 2024. I was not expecting to do another live stream tonight, but oh well. Here we are again. um, Snuff and Terminus were able to bring their match forward, so I can watch this and then go to bed. Hello to everybody in the chat. Hello Geordie, hello Strider, hello Met King. Glad you're enjoying the memes. You can also see now in the live stream, sort of pre-live stream reel, there's also quotations, and these quotations are flavor text from the event cards in the physical board game. There you go. Oh, haha, Met King. Very funny. I'm on my own for this one. I'm on my own for this one, which is very quick. Just get it up and running. That's fine. I've got my tea with me, and also got all you good people in the chat. We had an evil presence. That was negative. And that was that. Nothing else. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a good Monday. If Strider is still watching, you just missed a game between Heroine and Andrezot, which I commentated with Skybreaker96. So feel free to go and check that out on the channel after this one. Exactly, yes, got some made tea, this will be a quick one, absolutely. Yeah. I had caramel tea with Skybreaker, but this time I was like, nah, that's not going to cut it. So I've got the old grey. So just supplying up, nothing unusual. Snuff is doing superhero start. I don't know if Snuff has been doing that consistently. Maybe he has. There's just been too many games. I don't remember anymore. Oh, Mina's can't speak. Mina has drawn renewed vigor again. Oh my goodness. I wonder if Terminus has noticed that or not. We shall see. Anyway. I should have checked beforehand what the deal is in terms of win rates. Yeah, I should have checked. But I didn't, because I'm a fool. Is there any way I can access it through my phone? We shall try. I think Snuff has 5 wins, if I remember rightly. Joy's been admin. You can find out these things. Let's see if this works. What? Turns out I cannot access it on my phone. So, never mind. We will not do that. I think Snuff has 5 wins, if I remember rightly. 5 wins out of 6 games, I want to say. 6, 7 games. I think Terminus has won 1 against Heroine. Or the multi-layer shenanigery in the East. So I wonder if Terminus is going to do that again. But the fact you got superhero start here and not Mina, maybe you don't do that. Or maybe you still do. We will have to see. G. We like that. That's my only joke for the night. So yeah, this is very much a case of new player versus player with a bit more experience but still relatively new. Snuff did play in New Blood, which is now, it feels like quite a long time ago as New Blood. It's been quite a long year. Yes, Snuff's got about 9 months of experience. So yeah, it's paying off at the moment. Getting quite a lot of wins early doors. So to see if Snuff will be able to maintain that in this game, but also then in the 3rd league phase. Hired scouts. Okay, not bar in Rome. Right, people in chat, stop lurking. Interact with me. Where do you think Dracula is? We know it's not Bahrain, not Naples, so sorry. Southern Italy is ruled out. But where do you think Dracula is? I'm going to just assume that Terminus has started off in the east again. Has maybe not been put off by this superhero start. We'll have to see. We had quite a good crowd for the previous game. Dracula is clearly hidden. I cannot argue with that logic. In the east, says Geordie. Very possibly. Very, very possibly. I'll have to see also then if a Rubitor gets played early or not. Saying that Terminus likes to start there. Yeah, this is the problem. I've seen so many games. I actually don't remember where Terminus started in the other games. I know there's the game that he won where it was a final fight in Amsterdam. I don't know where it started. You never said it had to be a good guess. I'm going to say France just because. Okay. I mean, hey, none is definitely a possibility. Could be something sneaky like, you know, going Marseille and there's going to wolf form more things. Yeah, yeah. It's been quite a lot of central starts. Yeah, none. Definitely a possibility. Or maybe starting close to Mina because she's isolated and then looking into Iberia. Have to see. Evil Presence was very early. It was day 1 or day 2. So Dracula can now be there. 7. 7 Dracula cards out of the first 16 supplies. A little bit worse than average, but then again, we've seen it in loads of other games already where it might not be the sheer number of events. It could just be the quality of them. If you've managed to draw 2 renewed vigors very early, that could be you set for the whole game potentially. Were you pleased, Matt King, to see your meme pop up on the live stream just now? This is brilliant. I like this. Ooh, early Mystic Research. Never a bad thing for the Hunters. Devilish Power has been discarded. 5 more events for the Hunters is good. I still am on the fence about early Mystic Researches. I just still prefer to save them for later. If the hoax matures now, you feel pretty bad that Mystic Researchers serve no purpose. But I don't know what sort of quality events Snuff has picked up. If Snuff's really worried about no newspaper or whatever, then yeah, maybe. Oh, so she had double stake. One of them had to get discarded. Yeah, I prefer to use Mystic Research to supply on the move during the 2nd or 3rd week. But, I mean, look. Supplying is always good, right? And if you're accumulating events in your hand now, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a more sort of pernickety point. It's not, I'm being pedantic, but it's absolutely fine to be supplied. Especially, well, maybe Snuff is looking at the fact that Suit has no events at all. And maybe because the deck had been slightly unkind in terms of the ratios. The problem is Mina's now lumbered with 3. So it means then there's going to have to be a trade to take place, or she's going to have to throw one away. Apologies for any yawning. It's been, yeah, a long few days, and my sleep schedule has been absolutely ruined. Mostly because of Fear of Dracula. Not all because of Fear of Dracula. River Smith. What is... Ally. Okay. That's fine. Doesn't want to waste it on a surge, or maybe doesn't have surprising return. That's okay. We saw all the allies in the other game tonight. Okay. Surge finally got an event. Hopefully for Snuff's sake that's decent. Oh, is really hoping to decide something good. We'll see. Oh, long night. That's fine. Very similar to the previous two players that we saw playing tonight. These are two players who, you know, really have a good attitude in terms of, you know, trying to improve and learn the game. Obviously, Snuff's been in the community for quite a while. Played New Blood. Started off very well in New Blood, and then kind of got pummeled towards the end. And got eliminated in the first knockout round, but, you know, no shame in that, especially losing... Oh, Heavenly Host being discarded. Especially losing to Buck Marley. And then played in Mortal Invitational, teamed up with Roscoe, of course. Unfortunately, it didn't go Snuff's way in that either, but keeps coming back and wants to improve and learn how to play, and is, you know, doing quite a lot of commentaries and is in the live streams a lot, and yeah, is really, you know, trying to engage with the, you know, the community, obviously his tournament admin and things. So and then with Terminus, you know, again, new players coming to the tournament, and same with the other three, Hero1 and Andrazot and Lanschnecht. Really like Terminus's attitude in terms of wanting to learn more about the game. We talk quite a lot about sort of different things about strategy and stuff. I don't talk about specific players with Terminus unless Terminus brings up something, but, you know, I don't give secrets away about other players because I don't really feel that's fair. There's a lot of resources available if you want to research things yourself, but in terms of just discussing general things about the game and things, it's good. It's really healthy to see, you know, these players coming in and, you know, not being put off by losing, and they want to keep improving. Terminus has a win, which is also a good thing, just to get that first win out of your system. So you're not sitting there going, oh my god, I've now played 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, when's this first win going to come along? So it's got it out of his system, which is good, and can keep going on from there. All the night supplies. Clearly has no newspaper reports. Or maybe does have newspaper reports. Maybe Snuff is kind of thinking like a blitzkrieg kind of tactic here, where supplies up so much during the first week with the Mystic Research is able then just to wallop Dracula really fast. Especially there's no rumor token here. This maybe screams more the east to me. Maybe it might be doing some lair shenaniganry. We'll have to see. Is there a newspaper? That's a long wait on Dawn, so it means there must be a lot of Dawn prompts to go through. There aren't any. Newspapers have gone missing. Well, there's not a lot you can do. Not a lot you can do. You either move around and hope you bumble into the trail, or you just keep supplying. That's all you can really do. And clearly Snuff is going for the supply option, which I think is the better thing. I mean, look. Sure, bad things could happen here. There could be a Hoax Maturin things mixed in, a vampire, but you just gotta take what you're given. And the thing is, if you keep supplying, you'll get other good stuff. You might not have the newspaper. But we have to hope there's other good things mixed in here. There's a renewed vigor that we know about. Really, this should be traded off, just in case this gets sniped with a vampiric influence or something. Another Heavenly Host being discarded. Goodness me, so clearly not consecrated ground in hand. 3 stakes. Mina has the only stake. So if you start getting, you know, multi-vampire layers and things, it's going to be really difficult for the hunters to deal with. Day trading now. Goodness me, poor Snuff. Met King, any advice for our hunter player? Anyone doesn't know, Met King had a habit of not drawing newspapers in the first week, but still managed to win lots of games anyway. Right, what's Mina discarding? So we can see these discards face up. Escape route. Chartered carriage is also being discarded. Ooh, I mean, escape route Mina's good, but I mean, if you're holding 3 things which are better, then you have to discard the escape route. Did she discard the stake? No, she didn't. She kept the stake. Oh, got it. 2 Heavenly Host. Wow. Any bullets? 2 bullets. Maybe Sud has bullets then, and maybe like triple gun or something. Or a horse and guns. Well, I mean, item deck is almost depleted, so horses also have to be in hand. Wax cylinders. Good use of wax cylinders. Oh, hide is not on the trail. A good thing to use, because you never know, you might just hit the trail. Right, this is working out really well for Terminus here, especially if Terminus now is reacting. This is where you have to try to adapt to this. Terminus might have come up with a strategy, but now the fact that they're seeing that the hunters do not have, you know, newspaper reports and the like, might now be able to change it up and might be able to return to these locations if they're unrevealed and create a hell of a mess for Snuff to deal with. I like it a lot. As Dracula, you have to adapt. Well, as hunters too. Right, hunters have to adapt to this awkward situation they got where they're getting loads of events but not newspapers. And Dracula is just going to have to adapt to the fact that the trail is not being discovered, and then make the trail even more difficult for the hunters to deal with. Sometimes this happens. We saw newspapers appear kind of when we expected to at the day, the dawn dusk prompt on the Saturday. In the previous game, but it's just not appearing now. Makes sense why he wants to use Mystic Research. Gotta be careful you don't start discarding lots of other good events. These are okay. Escape Route is kind of strong on Mina. But as I said, you've got stronger stuff, is what it is. Chartered Carriage can be really powerful, but if you've definitely got horses set up and things, then the Chartered Carriage is not as necessary. It still can be very useful, especially to combo with Renewed Vigor. Still supplying. It's fine. Some hunters would move here. I don't mind these supplies. Oh well. Item deck is now going to reset, so these Heavenly Hosts are now potentially coming back into play. Oh, wow. How's your luck? If only Van Helsing had drawn that. Well, actually, no, it can't be Britannica. Oh, unless... No, it can't be Britannica. Never mind, so it rules out Britannica. Wow. Stake is being discarded. Jonathan Harker. Wow. Yep, just kind of has to, right? Try and get some sort of information going. But the thing is, this first location is not going to get flipped with Jonathan Harker. So this thing can mature or be layered without Snuff knowing its location. I mean, obviously it will narrow it down. It feels bad to get rid of Rufus Smith like that, but I think in this situation, it's the right decision to make. You find out the trail, well, now when Dracula moves, and you can then start reacting to it. Okay, that makes sense. It's just, if there's nothing else for Seward to do, just use wax cylinders. That makes sense. How resilient is stuff going to be? How is Terminus? Because now Terminus knows that the trail is going to get revealed. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Jonathan Harker is probably objectively the worst ally, but here is where Jonathan Harker is going to come in useful. He started east. What a surprise! Oh, it's Belgrade though. So it's not in such an extremity as I would have thought it would have been. So where's this layer then? Is it Klausenberg? No, he didn't start in Klausenberg, sure. Well, I guess there's no psychic scan. Ooh. Well, I'll have to see. Does Dracula return to that location? Dracula might not have created a trail in preparation to return to Klausenberg. It's the legendary Misfios. Setting up a little defensive line around the castle for late game or end game, says Matt King. Hey, why not? Maybe Terminus wants to try and complete the challenge of making the game crash because there's no encounter cards to draw. Oh. And he's returned to it! He has returned to the lair. Triple layer is here, folks. Wisakajic and Spencer would be very, very proud of this. Not rumoring it, though, which is kind of interesting. Maybe wants to wait a little bit to see how hunters react to this. I think the problem is, hunters have to deal with this triple, but they've also got a whole line of stuff to deal with. This is where things get tricky. What do you prioritize? And he's like, if you don't roll fast horses, then you're in deep trouble. The new Spencer. Yes. Oh, what? Whoa. Sense of emergency? To get to Belgrade, I guess, and deal with it. Whoa. Because Belgrade's revealed, right? So the lair would not be as good if Dracula returned to it. But still, you don't want to have suddenly a situation where Dracula just goes to Belgrade anyway and goes, go on then. Come on then. Wow. I assume Mina does not have horses, the fact she's still revealing that stake. Smart not to ambush, yeah, absolutely. Because that means then Seward's, that 2 health that Seward took is then not going to be healed tonight. And then what happens if he has to deal with Sofia? Maybe it's Sofia or maybe it's Bucharest, right? But then if Godalming can't... If Bucharest would be better because Godalming can't get there. So then Seward has to deal with it. But Seward's on low health, right? And then suddenly things could spiral out of control. Yeah, this is a very interesting situation. Oh, it's only a rats as well. Oh no. He uses sense of emergency for rats, which are not even going to get cleared because he doesn't have a gun. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Hey! There's Gyro chiming in because of the rats. If only he'd rumoured it. Oh, Klausenberg's the next location. So... what do we think it... so... okay. Galatz and Bucharest have to be on the trail. So... Sarajevo, let's see if we can count this correctly. Sarajevo, Belgrade, Klausenberg, and then we got 3 more, so then it could be Galatz, Bucharest, Sofia, return to Sarajevo. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Now, as Dracula, what do you do here? Because the thing is, the way that this kind of works... oh, could have also got Black Sea Coast. Could it be Sofia? Oh, possibly. Let's see. 1, 2, 3... yes, it could have gone Klausenberg, Bucharest, Constanta, Varna, and goes back to Sofia. Yes, that is also another possibility. Sofia's the death trap. Very possibly. Maybe we need to, like... oh, he's now Wolf... whoa. Okay, this kind of more screams to me that this is Sarajevo. Wolf forming to Munich, I think. I'm not certain. I would be... I'd be almost tempted if it was Sarajevo. Do you hide there and hope that Godalming bumbles into you and you wallop him with 4 encounters? Unless this is a wolf form hide, which would be very funny. I actually think... if it is a wolf form to the west, I actually don't think that's the right play. I think you actually bait the hunters here into a really bad situation. Unless it's Sarajevo's wolf forming to Salonika, to then able to go down into Athens and place another rumour token. Because the timing of it would mean you'd have Sarajevo, Salonika... oh, you have to hide somewhere along the way. Salonika, Valona, hide. Athens, rumour token, leave. The thing... the reason why this sort of strategy is so dangerous for hunters is because you can bait them into really, really bad situations. And they can lose so many resources. Like in terms of health, but then if a hunter dies, especially since Snuff's done all this supplying, he will lose, a lot of events. You know, all it takes is if they move into Sarajevo, discover it's him, even if they 2v1 him, Dracula could easily potentially kill both of them, even if he takes a little bit of damage. So they could potentially both die or get beaten up really badly, stays in place and feeds, or maybe he could escape his back, try and get towards the castle. Klasberg matures, it's a hoax. You know, there's so many bad situations that could happen here. If the hunters prioritize the trail in this order, then it means that Dracula can lay down even more stuff. So, I think maybe Terminus is thinking here that if there's a wolf form to the west, then that makes the hunters have to split focus. But the thing is, you've got 2 hunters over on this side. Maybe he's thinking that Mina does not have horses, so the movement would be crap. So Dracula would be able to lay loads of stuff in here and might be able to sneak past Van Helsing and Mina. No, I agree with you, Matt King. I don't think you would wolf form hide. I think just normal hiding would have been better. Maybe because of wax cylinders, maybe you just don't want to hide. Okay. Okay. So based upon this, it looks like it's Black Sea then. So who said that in chat? Geordie. Right, yeah, so you're right. It wasn't a Galatz thing going around Via Sofia. It's a Black Sea thing. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it does. You're right. It does look like that Sophia's the death trap. So Wolfram from Sophia. It where was Seward Belgrade? It could have been a Wolfram to Szeged. And then Dracula can now go to Zagreb, decide to go west or not, or then backtrack down this way. There's a lot of options here. Oh, that's a trade. We need like a meme where we show like a triple like encounter location like this and have like the I don't know what he's called, but the guy from Star Wars saying it's a trap. We need to make that a meme. Godalming just jumped over him? Very possibly. Oh, now you know Godalming's full hand. Whoa. My thing is snuffed there. You can't play Bluffaluffagus and hide one of those items because you need the health. Even Godalming, I think, needs the health. You have to clear this trail really efficiently. You can't really what's it called? You can't sit there and try and get you know, spending a turn healing and all this sort of stuff. Admiral Akbar, thank you, Met King. I've only seen Star Wars the once, so I don't remember all the names. But we need. I know the memes. Hello there. Right now, I would say that it is Dracula who has the high ground. Okay. Horses on Mina makes sense. So yeah, because of the trail, the way it's been done, Dracula is not as far west as we initially maybe thought he could have been. But Dracula now still has a lot of open room, right? Dracula could go, you know, Zagreb, Munich, if he really wanted to. And if Mina jumps into him, okay, right. But she's only got 2 combat items at best. Probably double knife, I would assume. But imagine if you managed to kill her, you snipe a renewed vigor. Goodness, and then goodness, what these other 2 things are. Yeah, this is going to be a very long, painful week for Snuff. If Snuff is able to get through all this without too much trouble and doesn't, you know, and Dracula is somehow kind of caught or chaperoned in a certain direction by these 2 hunters, it could work out alright for him. Especially since he did do a lot of supplying. However, if I thoroughly expect here, if Dracula's in Szeged, I think Dracula's just going to stay east here. He knows Godalming's full hand. He knows Sue doesn't have any guns, so it can only be knife and heavenly host. So maybe, yeah, maybe then Mina doesn't have double knife then, if that's the case. And he can just really pummel these 2 hunters. You know, the lack of stakes is massive here in terms of this thing. If the hunters lose track of the trail and misstep somewhere, you know, that could easily be a dead hunter or a bitten hunter or something. You know, bats getting pushed back into, you know, triple vampire or something else. Oh! You've been hard at work, Met King. Very good. That was only a bodyguard's. Well, here's the question. Does he have a knife? He does have a knife. Okay. Well, you know, soon we'll be able to heal up at 1 at night and then go to Constanta tomorrow. Oh, wait. Oh, he didn't wolf form us again. Interesting. So has Dracula wolf formed to Athens and now going to work back inward? Was this a fake wolf form hide? Like fake wolf form and it's actually hiding. Hoping that one of the Huns would just step on it accidentally. uh, oh, I love it. Thank you, Met King. Thank you to pandering. Thank you for pandering to my every wish. I will be added to the livestream reel. That's very funny. I'll show it at the end of this livestream. especially if it ends up being that Seward bumbles into it or something. We'll have to see. Yeah, it could be Welby Athens. He's working back inwards. Oh! Hold the phone! He didn't go Black Sea, so... This is... Valona? Oh, and he's now wolf formed to Black Sea coast. Oh... Oh, wow. If it was only for Jonathan Harker... Is he now going into Constanta? Oh... Because if I discovered the trail in this order without, you know, without Jonathan Harker in play now, I would have just moved Seward into Constanta, because I would have assumed it would have gone Black Sea and round. Whoa. Well, I don't know what you do then. If you think he's in Constanta, do you actually send both of these hunters in to try to pummel him? And then this trail is irrelevant? Problem is, if you get beaten up really badly, you won't be able to deal with this rumor token. Oh, I missed that comment. Gyro, Terminus, hope you're having a mice time. Oh dear. Oh. It looks like it's Valona then. That's what happened last time. I think it was Valona that Terminus went to with the triple layer and it really caught her one out. Hmm. Interesting. I mean, Dracula has to be a little bit careful here. Yeah, this trail's very scary, but if these two hunters jump on you and manage to forewarn the encounter or whatever, Dracula could take a lot of damage. Ah, the good old Transylvanian shuffle. Aha. Yeah. Yeah. Terminus heard that Snuff doesn't like it, that this is called Baltica, so just trolled him by going there. Okay, so if it is Constanta, Kadami's not going to jump on there. Oh. Oh no, the... What? Oh, it was Sarajevo. So it was, he did wolf form from Sarajevo. Oh my goodness. God, after all that... Oh, he's ambushing with a saboteur. Okay. Fun fact, in the second edition, the Gypsy encounters were more effective in the East. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool, that you got encounter cards that have various effects depending on what region they're in. Oh, that's kind of neat. Yo, Strider, you're back. You went away for a bit. You missed a really good game earlier. I was streaming with Skybreaker. Right, okay. I don't know what the Saboteur's all about, but never mind. Gadami's delayed for tonight. Let's see if Herwan can get any points out of this, or if this vampire's just gonna die. Oh, good punch. If this vampire now dies very quickly, you feel really bad about it if you're a Dracula. Because this is like, you're putting a lot of your power into these two vampires staying on the board for a very, very, very long time, and these two hunters are really caught up having to deal with them. If they suddenly, if he, I mean, I don't. Well, we know Gaddafi doesn't have a heavenly host, right? But suddenly now, if he knifes this vampire and it dies, and then the other thing's an aristocratic or it's another reckless that they can kind of very quickly sort of deal with, suddenly now he has a couple of things they have to deal with as well. But the trail's suddenly not very scary, and they can then bomb west and try and then catch Dracula's trail now. Strength. Yeah, yeah. Good use of strength. Realize that Gaddafi has to play a weapon here. Oh, Mecking's on a roll. Does that mean there are more memes inbound? He hasn't gone to Athens, though. Well, I assume he hasn't. He could have... Yeah, he could have... No. No, because this is Valona. He can't have gone to Athens. Good meme, though. Very good. Well, that's a point. That's a point for the vampire. Always good to get off the board. Oh, there are only 2 regions. Oh, interesting. Feed only healed 1, and the castle 3, and Finds didn't heal. Whoa. Goodness me. So the damage on Dracula really stuck around then. Okay. So we got 2 vampires, as expected, but here's the thing, like, this Reckless could be killed by, a Heavenly Host, if Sud's holding on to one, and then this vampire could get ganged up on, so they don't need a stake. They could kill those two things. The memes must flow, absolutely. I'll show them at the end of the live stream. Okay, good mesmerize. Ganami shouldn't die here. Yeah, the more he gets beaten up, that's going to cause lots of trouble. If Sud gets beaten up by these 2 encounters, then they're not going to be able to deal with these vampires very efficiently. So it's not... Damage was a huge deal in 2nd edition, but Ocean Travel did a third of the... What do you mean a third of the damage? It's only 2 damage or 1 damage for sea travel. Were you able to get like half points of damage or something? Or you mean damage only kicked in once Dracula had been at sea for a certain number of spaces? Fangin. Okay, good dodge. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why. In combat, I'm getting like these little glitches in the animations. I'm gonna have to talk to Nomad about that. Maybe it's something. Maybe I need to do a little update or something. I don't know. If anybody else has been seeing that, can you say so in chat? Oh, ocean damage was 1 damage for every other ocean space. Oh. You didn't take the 2 damage initially for going... Whoa, that's massive. Okay. Well, Gadaming survived that ordeal. He won't be able to search these for quite a while. So, yeah. Oh, timed in advance at sea. Oh. So the game almost like paused itself then. And it's only then when Dracula's making land moves it moved. Interesting. Sounds interesting. But also sounds kind of a little bit intuitive. Or unintuitive, rather. Rufus made it 1 every space. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so C does a lot more damage now. As I said, it's advancing time, so it allows you to, if you're on 10 influence, you can just go to C and then land. I don't know. I've only ever grown up with this edition, so just kind of used to the way it plays. That sounds a very different sort of playing experience. So yeah, Wolf Form to Munich was definitely a thing. Dracula could now be Marseille, Leipzig, Florence. Could have decided to wolf form to Munich, is now backtracking into the east, because why not? Bit dangerous though, going on to revealed layers like Klausenberg, because suddenly a consecrated ground in Bucharest alone will cause issues. Ocean Travel Med game's gone for long, people hated it. Yeah, I can kind of see why. At least in the version we got now, you know there is a certain maximum number of turns, more or less. Dracula at Sea isn't spreading influence, I guess was the thing. Yeah, I guess so. Oh. Day trade with Seward. Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense because Van Helsing's just sitting still. It's not having to move because the horses are on Mina. Munich. Yep. I was going to say, where's the hypnosis when you need it? But then Van Helsing's nowhere nearby. Oh, and there's another vampire. Ooh. Okay, well, this one you don't have to worry about dealing with. So I guess it's the two before it, or you just let them mature, right? So, but still, just to put more pressure on hunters, get an extra point potentially if this matures. Oh no, sorry, get points. Mesmerize. Oh! Say the quote, people! Say the quote! Does that hurt him? Wow, of all the things she's carrying, she has a crucifix. Before, I didn't actually see if any crucifixes were discarded before the item pile reset. Fangs. Knife. No. Dodge. Does that hurt him? Look at it. Exactly. Perfect. Nicely done. Luring into the crucifix. No punch. The vampire is dead, people. Well, hopefully Snuff won't regret killing that when these two vampires before it mature. But, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, right? I mean, it only took 2 damage for it, gave up no influence points. I mean, it's fine, right? It's absolutely fine. I think punching there to try and get the kill made a lot of sense. And since you know you got a crucifix, there's no way that Dracula's gonna fang into you. Desecrated soil. Okay, I think Seward is able to deal with this. If I've been tracking items correctly. But then again, I might not be. What is Seward holding on to? Knife, horse, heavenly hose. What's his other item? Has he got the second crucifix? Yeah. No healing for Drac, but the thing is, Dracula's getting through the encounter deck quite well because it's just been layering everything. Getting a lot of value out of things. The thing is, the space after Munich will get revealed eventually by Harker, if you want to just sit and supply, but I feel like the Huns have to kind of put their foot down a little bit. It's really tricky. This Sarajevo thing is going to just take a lot of attention. Do you even bother to check Valona? Because I wonder if it's fog. And then, you know, there's no way you kill these 2 vampires then. Or if it's a bat. Oh, bats would be even worse. Two night fights? It's a tricky one. Does have a crucifix? He might do. I don't know if there was a second crucifix in the discard pile. Do you even bother going there? Do you deal with... Oh, I don't know. Valona could be a hoax. You don't deal with Valona, and then it matures, and then the Sarajevo reveals gets matured anyway. Honestly, that misdirect makes sense. If these vampires mature, that encounter will get wiped anyway. It delays, if the Sarajevo things do not mature, then it delays the hunters knowing for even longer where Dracula's gone after Munich. Dracula could be double backing because of this. I think that's good. Yeah, good game by Terminus here so far. I mean, to be fair, the hunters have done well too to try and... If this was Mina and Godalming sitting here, I think they would have met their comeuppance at some point. Oh, hello, Herowan. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. Congratulations for earlier on, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Feel free to ask any question. Good grief, it's very late for you. It's even later for you than it is for me. It's past midnight my time. And we've got a very good game here. You can see we got a... This did have 3 encounters, but one of them was a saboteur. Okay, Godalming is just gonna leave it be. Yeah, I mean, honestly... tricky. He's dealing with Valona, but then what do you do with Sarajevo? Does Mina now go to Sarajevo? Oh. Very, very difficult choice. Very difficult choice. This is not easy. Oh, he found him! Oh my goodness. And Mina can get into this fight now. Oh my goodness. The thing is, the crucifix is not a surprise anymore. That surprise element is gone. But it might be enough. He's going for it. Snuff's going for it. He's pulling the trigger. Try to hurt Dracula a lot before these things mature. And he just dedicates all his time to the hunt, to Dracula. Dracula will have essentially no trail once Sarajevo matures. Whoa. So how did he do it? Did he go... Venice, Genoa, Marseille? He must have done. That's the risk. If Van Helsing's sitting there in Le Havre, he'll just run down to you. Well, this is really going to decide now the course of the game. Kind of similar to the game we saw earlier, right? This vampire's almost certain to mature, but what state is Dracula going to be in once it matures? If Dracula can get a kill here, then we're looking at a very, very likely Dracula victory. But still, there's over a week to go. If Snuff can play this well, could even get a dead Dracula here. We don't know what Mina's second item is. I would presume it's a knife, but I'm not certain. We have no idea what Van Helsing's got. Haven't got a clue. I think there was a stake on Mina at one point, and then it got traded around. So does Van Helsing have a stake? Possibly. This is tough. Dracula can still escape his bat. I will try to escape ASAP. Yeah? And it's still second week, so can escape round 3. Attacking Mina. That makes sense. Claws is a good play. Oh, what? Just escapes with Mina. Did Snuff just suddenly decide then not to take the fight? Why would you move Mina in if you're not going to take the fight? You just... Okay, that is not what I was expecting to happen. Oh, what? He punches with Van Helsing. What is going on? What is going on? Did he expect Mina to get mesmerized? But then you'd surely then... Would you not then want to punch with Mina? I don't know what's going on, chat. I haven't got a clue. Oh, what happened? What is going on? What's going on? Does Van Helsing have Holy Circle? Why would you move Mina in if you're just gonna run away? Unless he just wants to get her really close to the action so they can punish the next day, but then she's beaten up now. A little bit. He just wants me near Dracula. Yeah, maybe, but then why don't you just move her to, like, Geneva or something? Strength. Oh, Van Helsing has garlic. Oof. Garlic on Van Helsing and Crucifix on Mina, not good defensive cards, but not the really type of thing you need in a 2-on-1. Yeah, plotting would have been really good here. Yeah, imagine you plot, you know, the tower we just seen. And could have then find the escape or something. Escape is back. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, okay. Maybe Snuff wanted to take that fight and then suddenly realized that he had very little ability to stop escape as bat. We don't know what this encounter is. Why did he ambush with it? Maybe it's an aristocratic. Whoa. Well, I mean, escape is back from Marseille. That's decent. You lose the encounter, but you get a lot of movement to go away from the hunters. Can't go to Munich, because there's an encounter here, which you can't misdirect. Does Dracula even want to take the escaper's bat? The reason why there's nothing on the screen is because Dracula's thinking about the escaper's bat. Okay. Dracula's hidden. So, yep. Marseille's gone. That card got discarded, whatever it was. And reason why he didn't ambush with it. If it was a fog, that's very unfortunate. It'd been good to use the fog to trap them and then escape his bat out of the fog. Yeah, true. Psychic Scan would be good here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, whoa. There's an aristocratic vampire in Sarajevo. Oh, and Sue decides not to get delayed. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense to do that. I don't think there's any way that Sue could be holding onto a stake. Is he going to try and somehow... Is he somehow going to try and, like, bait the... Oh, just play Hypnosis. Psychic Scan probably might have been sufficient, but fair enough. Just use the Hypnosis. So... That's a Saragossa move? Hey, Warecraft's in the chat too. Hello, God, we've had a lot of people tuning into the live streams today. Hello, Warecraft. Well, you went to Iberia, so it's a Barcelona or a Saragossa. Yeah, I agree with you, Parawan. So, is there a possibility here that he's trying to somehow bait Dracula into not betraying that aristocratic, and then he goes into Sarajevo, and he somehow manages to stake the new vampire and then kill the Reckless with a Heavenly Host? Good Hypnosis? Yeah, I mean, maybe... I mean, in hindsight, yeah, there are 4 regions that Dracula could be in, so it's better than Psychic Scanning. They don't have to now faff around with going to Florence or Nuremberg and that sort of stuff. It only could be Nuremberg if it was Germania, but still, you don't have to faff around with it. You know it's in Iberia, get over there. Marseille is now a safe location because of, you know, the encounter got wiped. Yeah. It's highly likely that Dracula will score points here, unless somehow Snuff has played the Snuffaluffagus game and has managed to kill both these vampires. I don't understand what Seward's 4th item is. He doesn't have a gun, because he didn't reveal it against the rats. Unless he has a gun, but chose not to reveal it. I'm just very confused. Has Dracula now decided to backtrack into Toulouse to be sneaky? We'll find out. Right, is Seward going to go into Sarajevo? I assume not. Okay, so Dracula has definitely gained 7 points out of this, but there's only one thing on the trail. The escape bat doesn't count. This thing's going to get wiped. So now Dracula's going to have to go to C. Rufus Smith could come back. As far as we're there, we haven't had many scouts either. No, we've only had one scout, so then suddenly, you know, Dracula lands somewhere and high scouts come out. We know there's a renewed vigor on Mina. Why has Mina got a delay? Is there something I'm missing? Why was Mina delayed there? What was that all about? Hypnosis got used, Hero 1. It was Iberia. So we know that Dracula used Escapist Bat to go to either Barcelona or Saragossa. Oh, sorry, you're saying the delay is because of Hypnosis. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, and good Psychic Bond. So Dracula's not been sneaky in his backtracking. Could now backtrack from Santander into Bordeaux, but it looks highly likely that Dracula is going deep into Iberia to try and lay down a trail. Makes sense. But now you've got 3 hunters who can deal with that trail. Now, I hope Terminus here does not mess up the encounter mature order. Good. Picks the Reckless. Very good stuff. So, 8 points on the board. Only needs 2 days of movement in the 4th week, but we are only Saturday week 2, people. There's the Escapist Bat's on the trail. There's only 1 encounter right now. There'll be another encounter in a second. Honestly, good for both sides. Good, Mr. X. Good for both sides. I mean, as hunters, you don't see yourself 8 points down, but they have resources. They've been supplying, and they haven't used a lot of resources, you know, in combat, hasn't used a renewed vigor, right? Really quickly try and deal with stuff they can't deal with. So, they're tooled up. Yeah, Vampire Lair would be good. I don't know when they're gonna. I don't know if they'd ever draw a stake, because I know all the stakes did get discarded. Maybe Van Helsing has one. After all their supply, how did Van Helsing just get lumbered with garlic? And Mina with crucifix. Maybe this side of the board drew, because they. If you weren't here earlier, it was a superhero start. So maybe these two on the left side of the board just got lumbered with really, really crap items. Met Kings hit the meme quota, alright. Yay, we got the hotel consecrated, love it. Love it. I'll show them after the stream. Oh, Dracula went to sea. Whoa. Must have really, really, really feared the renewed vigor then. Strider says it looks bad for Snuff. Honestly, I'd actually rather be in Snuff's position here. The only bad thing for Snuff is that Snuff has used the hypnosis. But maybe his money trail. The hunters only have 1 location to deal with. What's Warcraft saying? I think keep it simple as Drax. Sail to the channel, go to Swansea, do a few tours in the UK, then sail back. It'll be full by then. Or sail back to the east, yeah. All the layers are in the east, by the way. Which makes sense because of the mature. So yeah, maybe Terminus is going to look to go back, but the thing is, if Dracula goes back to the east and steps on one of those layers, it'll be revealed, and that's when bad things can happen, and a CG comes out, and renewed vigor hits, and yeah. Go to Cagliari, says Strider. Pretty even, honestly? Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, wow, that's huge. Wow. Whoa, we know now what port Dracula left from. Goodness me. using England here would be best case scenario. The fact that Dracula's left from Mediterranean, no, because that's going to be extra sea movement. An extra sea move. And also the thing is, if Dracula goes to sea for 3 more turns, the hunters can just keep supplying. And that's when really bad things can start happening, where we've then start getting CG, the Hotel Consecrated could come out. You know, you could suddenly get, there's basically no excellent weather, so it could be, you know, double excellent weathers, renewed vigors mixed in. Yeah, that evil presence was actually somewhat clutch in terms of at least telling you what port it left from. So now, you know, they know it's going to be Alicante, not Barcelona, but that's fine. Dracula could go South Atlantic, but that's an extra sea move, right? Rather than going from South Atlantic directly to North Atlantic, say. So yeah, big evil presence. I'd say it's pretty even. If this was Sunday week 3, then no, obviously not. But it's Sunday week 2. A lot has happened in these 2 weeks. It's been quite an intense one. No combats with Dracula, but the trail in the east was really tricky for the hunters to deal with. But they, all in all, it could have gone a lot worse. If the only thing you have to give up is a 7-point Vamp Mature, honestly, I would take that and run. None of the hunters died. They're able to, you know, regroup, supply more. Yeah. Yeah, you see, if you play Vampire Lair, that's then saving you an extra day. It still could all go south. If suddenly there's a vampire here that Mina can't deal with and gets baited into a night fight, then suddenly that could turn the entire game. You know, a Mina death right now to a bite at night or something would win the game for Dracula. What is the Hotel Consecrated? It is when you play... I can't remember who came up with the term. Was it Meg King or Snuff who came up with that? I can't remember, because we just throw terms about it. It originally came from CG Hotel, and then it's now been changed to the Hotel Consecrated, because you can check in whenever you want, but you can never leave. So the example that we saw a couple of nights ago was Dracula ended up in London. Hunters use CG to basically put CG token in London, Heavenly Host of Manchester, and Swansea. Dracula was forced back into Plymouth, and could never leave because was trapped behind this CG token in London for enough turns for all the hunters to reposition, jump on him, and kill him. In this situation, he could leave, because eventually, you know, take penalty damage and then go back to English Channel. But, you know, you are trapped behind CG for a lot of turns. Oh, it was Strider's thing. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Oh, you renamed it. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, yeah, CG Hotel was Strider's thing, and then you renamed it as Hotel Consecrated. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. That's right, yeah, I remember you said it in the live stream, didn't you? Hotel Consecrated. Hence the meme in the chat with Dracula just sitting there and saying, what a lovely place. Yeah, like it. Like it a lot. CG Hotel, Hotel Consecrated, I think it's a great thing. So you got the CG Nuke, and then you got the CG Consecrated. Or the Hotel Consecrated, rather. CG Hotel. So, I guess Suid is moving here in order to allow trades, and also then for Van Godalming to sort of heal up a bit quicker. But the issue, if Dracula is going east, now suddenly now Suid's a little bit more out of position, but they got good horse economy, so it should be okay. I did it to Altaris and Geo when he landed in Edinburgh. Oh, that's right, I remember that game. And Scott's all questioned it. Yeah, because I think there are situations where CG Hotel is maybe not as good. I guess It's a question of, do you just want Dracula to instantly take penalty damage and get forced back to sea? Or do you want him to keep him there? I think as long-term solution, CG Hotel is probably better. But you have to be able to capitalize on it. If you've got lots of really weak hunters and they jump on Dracula, then Dracula might be able to sort of fight. Might be able to you know, beat them up and kill them. But if you've got really well supplied hunters and think, oh, I probably wouldn't have ambushed. I don't think Mina has a stake. I wouldn't have ambushed here. I think you could have bait her into a night fight or delay her even more. Hunters seem well supplied. Yes. There's a Mystic Research in week 1 which really helped out with that, because there's 5 Hunter events on the bottom. But, yeah. Snuffers use very few resources. Hypnosis was only the big thing that got played. Sense of Emergency was discarded. Charter Carriage was discarded. Okay, Strength and Dodge, that's good. I would get 2 fangs, but Mina has Crucifix, and I assume she has a knife. Clawing into a Crucifix? Oh, she has a rifle. She doesn't have a... Whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't have ambushed here, personally. That's just my opinion. The value of either delaying Mina more days to deal with it, or baiting into a night fight is just too good here, I think. Careful, 2 fangs needed, not 2 bites. We've got to be a little bit careful, because it does cause problems, especially with non-native speakers, because they are not the same thing. 1 fang would make Rogue Leap useless. Yeah, okay, if you want to think of it that way, that... Oh, wow, good punch. I've only played Crucifix. Unless it's been a trade, maybe she doesn't have Crucifix anymore. Yeah, maybe you want to try and make Heroic Leap useless. Yeah, if you get a Fang in here and the vampire still lives after this combat, then hey, it's worth it. I still wouldn't have done it. That's just my own take. But fair enough. I think the cool thing with this game is that, you know, everyone's going to have slightly different ways of doing it, and that's great. Fang in. Into the Crucifix! Does that hurt him? She's killed 2 reckless vampires with that Crucifix. Yeah, sorry, I'm actually watching the combat this time. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say that I told you so, chat. But I told you so. It's not Fury Week. It's not Fury Week. Nope, there's a whole week until then. I owe you 20 well plays for the first 2. Yeah, to be fair, Terminus has played the first 2 weeks of this game really well. And, you know, we've seen some other games recently. Yeah. Snuff told me before this game that the two of them were having quite a lot of conversations. And they both decided that the Hunters and Dracula should just go to therapy and just hug it out. Nice. Oh, I love it. Mina's been reading Dracula's mail when it comes to combat. Yeah. Yeah, Strider's throwing... Strider always throws shade. That's Strider's thing. Especially if it's me. So yeah, that ambush was not worth it at all. Not at all. But oh well, hindsight. Bean is now free to run around. If they have something to find Dracula really quickly... yeah, Dracula could be in a lot of trouble. I do think, what's Peter saying? I do think there's some argument that if we all put good luck, have fun, does it cease to mean anything? Ugh, yeah, especially, well, maybe not with good luck, have fun, because I think that's just nice, but with GG, yeah, maybe, it seems to be like the two, you always say GG after a game. But I think, I think I have courtesy. Even if you think it was a bad game, I think it's just nice I have courtesy. I don't know. I don't think there'll ever be a game that I don't say GG after it, at least. I guess just the fact you're just pressing two buttons to say GG. So, rather than actually writing something, fully, I guess. Good question. Question for the chat. Is Dracula in Ionian or North Atlantic? Get your votes in. Yeah, good question, Hero One. Oh. And people who can't see the chat, if you're watching this afterwards, Peter was just said, after Scotsall beat Strider, he'll remember this conversation and not say it. There are no bad games, just bad players. I don't know. You can have a good player who's having a bad game. What's Dracula's health? Good question. 9. Great, come on, vote. Come on, chat. Let's get the votes in. North Atlantic or Ionian? Layers are all in the east. Right, we got one vote for each. Met King says Ionian. Strider says North Atlantic. Peterwood says Ionian. That's 2-1 for Ionian C. Any other votes? Her one is saying if Dracula lands in Baltica, the Balkans. Yep, that's the correct name. Hannes may take a few turns to get there. Yep, so maybe in terms of movement, it'd be more advantageous to go east, but then it depends on how good the horse rolls are. Scotsword won't get to play me. Okay. Less vulnerable to CG. Yep, also very true. I would agree with that. Dracula has a wolf form. Warcraft saying I would move a 4th ocean space. And then hope no money trail. Right. Because it's a 4th sea space. It could then be Black Sea or Adriatic or Irish Sea or North Sea or English Channel. Right. You just create maximum sort of confusion. And yeah, the hunters have used hypnosis already, so if they don't have money trail, they're in big trouble. With no consecrated ground, like visible, Britannica is risky. Yeah. Scotsall can't lose with the nomad codes. I see. We might get a match in the knockout. Another ocean move is strong. I guess that's the question, right? How much do you value the health? Is 1 health, 1 more damage, worth the fact that you're hiding your location a lot more? What happens if you take that extra C damage and then suddenly they have money trail anyway? The problem is, if he's gone east and he goes Adriatic or Black Sea, if money trail suddenly comes out, consecrated ground would then potentially kill him because he can block off the locations, and then Dracula would be down to almost 1 health in the Ionian. Oh. Yeah, one less encounter, one less damage. Don't know. He can wolf form to partially disable the risk of consecrated ground. True. Oh, slow horses. The thing is, if you move another sea space, you're just allowing the hunters to supply even more. Oh, I don't know, folks. I really don't know. I mean, the hunters might not have drawn Money Trail, but, you know, how's your luck? We need to trick the voice authentication to get any card we want. Yeah, exactly. It's voice detect. So you've all been missing a trick, guys. If you'd been recording all of your games from the beginning, you would have got the cards you want. What are the layers? The layers are Belgrade. One is Rat, so we know what the other thing is. Klausenberg, one card, and Valona has an aristocratic and something else we don't know. But the thing is, does Dracula really want to return to the layers now? Because then he's just revealing where he is? Maybe that's why I drew 4 Hide Scouts in the first week. I read the card as I drew it, prompted me to draw another one. Right, Met King's kind of brought in like the opposite perspective, that you maybe land now. There's not as much sort of obfuscation in terms of where you are, but it makes them move. But the thing is, North Atlantic move isn't great, because it's only then Ireland or going into Gallia. Oh, the fact it's 3C moves, it just makes it more likely it's the East, I think. But I mean, yeah, I like this rumor token. Puts pressure. Jeez, people shouting outside my window when I'm trying to record. How inconsiderate. Ugh. And it's almost 1 AM. Why are you shouting in the street at 1 AM? Oh, there's the money trail. Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know it. Her one is banking on 50, Sophia? Yeah, I think that is a very sensible guess. I'm surprised the Money Trail didn't get played with renewed vigor, but it's good that Godalming played it. At least it's first in the... Oh! Van Helsing has horses now. Godalming's just staying still. Oh, that's why the trade got done. So then Godalming plays... Ah, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so in hindsight, right call. Do the hunters have enough time to catch Dracula before Dracula can escape to sea again? Excellent weather, wires moved to Venice. Good question. Yep, I think that might be the play. Yeah, excellent. Maybe you use renewed vigor and excellent weather, and then you get a normal move on top of that. I think Stride is a little bit delayed. Strider say you move one more sea space instead, and then wolf form to Constanta. That's what champions do. I don't know who you're talking about there, Strider. Direction was pretty obvious. I just count on my luck going bad. Better to make it work for me. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're just asking for trouble. If you move an extra sea space, Mitro comes out, you just get CG to death, and then Dracula's running around with 1 health. At least this way Dracula preserves his health a little bit more. There's no risk of a CG nuke really ruining your day. Dracula's still got work to do. There are hunters closing in. With a renewed vigor, at least 1 renewed vigor. But Dracula's in a little bit more control this way. If Dracula can get to Black Sea coast, How many moves does Dracula make to be safe then if he has to go to Black Sea? Slides the trail, Ionian's here. So that's 1, 2, 3. So he has to make 3 more land moves. Yeah. Sorry, Pizza Wizard. I don't think my sarcasm came across. He could have got to Munich and been 1 road closer. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think the extra weather makes sense. So I guess now the question is, as Dracula, do you try to just lay down a short trail, get to Black Sea, and then get out again? And then they're rushing to try and deal with this rumored vampire, which they might not be able to. It matures and you win. Or do you go on layers? If this was not an aristocratic, maybe I'd be tempted to go to Valona and try to bait them into a really bad fight there. Right, it depends what the second encounter is. Right. Maybe it's a... I doubt it, but imagine it's a fog, and then you put down a second fog. Yeah, the aristocrat is pretty disappointing here. It doesn't give you a lot of value in this situation. I understand why it's here initially, right? Because you could delay a hunter that stops them from dealing with Sarajevo, and it's also a backup. If somehow Sarajevo got dealt with really quickly, then you got this aristocratic behind it. Or ahead of it on the trial, rather. So, it makes sense that it's there, but yeah, it's not good as a lair, unfortunately. You'll have to see. Have we seen fogs? No, we haven't. We've seen no fogs at all. So we have to assume, and there's been no behind the veil either, by the way. So we have to assume that Dracula is holding both fogs at this point. Has he gone through his encounter deck? I don't think he has. I think it hasn't reset yet. Early consecrated ground, asked Geordie. Problem is, Sophia, you can't really close it in very well. I guess. Well, yeah, potentially a CG token in Bucharest, Heavenly Host in Varna and Sofia and Salonik, Valona would be good, because then Dracula is forced either inland towards these 2 hunters or is forced to Salonika, which is bad because Ionian's on the trail. You don't need a permanent token in Sofia because there's the wolf form there, which kind of acts as a permanent token anyway. So yeah, Consecrated Ground wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think hunters have a crazy advantage. Nope. I agree. I think it's pretty even. I just feel if hunters do have like double renewed vigor and things, it can go south for Dracula very fast. But if Terminus keeps a cool head here, Snuff is gonna be under a lot of pressure. Especially with, you now got this rumor, right? So you can't dedicate all of Van Helsing and Seward's attention to Dracula, because if they don't find him or get into a bad combat, suddenly this thing matures anyway. What's... Herwan is saying, do you go to Varna, hide and feed? So could that work? Goes to Varna now, hides, feeds, Black Sea. Yeah, if you want to do it that way. Yep, that is definitely a possibility. So that's Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Cagliari. Yeah, there's definitely a possibility. Oh. There's a lot of reminiscing about Quincy's YouTube content in the chat. Nice to see. Yeah, I didn't discover the digital edition until I saw one of Quincy's videos. I knew about the game beforehand, but I didn't know there was a digital edition existed. I hadn't even really considered the possibility of sort of standalone apps for board games. I used to use Tabletop Simulator. I never played Fear of Dracula on it because I didn't know a group who would play it with me. Force going to Valona? Yeah, well, maybe Force going to Valona and you jump on with 2 hunters. Yeah. Yeah, Terminus is taking his time to think here, but it makes sense to... This is the type of situation where you do need to think very carefully. Because you could suddenly get pounced on by 2 hunters if you're not careful. And that's death. We've seen it, well, we even saw it on the game earlier today, right? 1 hunter could do a huge amount of damage to Dracula. And with 2... So yeah, pretty even, I'd say. Jordy believes that he'll definitely go to Varna. Possibly. I mean, the problem is if the Hunter's Discovery is in Varna, then an early CG could come out, which means he'll take penalty damage, and then he'll die. Because he'll take penalty damage, that's 5. Then to C, that's 2, and then has to move to Ionian, potentially. Or move into Hunters, so he'll die then. If he doesn't get the feed in time. Take your time as fine. I just wanted to try to read into it, yeah. Yeah, Varna's the safest in terms of distance, but yeah, cool. Because he can't even. It's not like Suid can excellent weather and use horses, and there's no rail line between Valona and Varna, which is very important. Kind of like Bucharest. Yeah, if all goes south, I mean, you know, because you can't siege or heavenly host Galatz, right? So if something bad happens, you just go into the castle. You can maybe hide and stall there for a bit, force them to come into you. Vampire matures. Yeah, there's not a simple choice. Strider Figs says, I never think, I play by feel. Oh, goodness. Ah, no worries, Strider, take care. Would you risk on Varna? What if you... Would you risk the siege on Varna one if you miss it? That's very true. Don't have too much of a plan beyond the first week. React to the story the hunters provide you, says Peter Wizard. Oh, if you're playing as Dracula, yeah, that's all you can really do. You just have to adapt a lot to things. It's very hard for Dracula to produce a really clear long-term strategy because there's just too many... There are just too many things that can change or go wrong, which means that plan doesn't occur. Yeah, exactly. Use the Force. Peter was saying, my first week is very simple. Just go to Amsterdam, rumor it, and then we'll form away. Yeah. Step 1, Amsterdam. Step 2, we'll form away. Step 3, profit. Right. Okay. Terminus made move. There's a lot of options. We'll have to see. Maybe there's something sneaky going on. Maybe he did go back to Salonika. Maybe this was a fake wolf form, but that'd be very... Oh, there's the excellent weather. Well predicted. Would you risk the CG on Varna? You wouldn't risk CG now, unless somehow you get to Bucharest and you know he's not in Bucharest. Okay, what was in this layer? It's only a bodyguards. You'll see on Friday. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's only a bodyguards. Yeah, that wouldn't have provided a huge amount. Oh, wow, he's running slow horses now. Oh, my goodness. The thing is, he's got renewed vigor. He might even have a second one. You need to play that renewed vigor. Wait, what? Where are the horses? Oh, Gadami has horses now. You need to play that renewed vigor at some point, otherwise it's just not going to do anything. Ah, no worries, Pizza Wizard. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. If I don't see you before then, I'll see you on Friday. Vamsterdam. We can make that into a meme as well. That sounds like the title of like a really cheesy, like vampire horror movie, Vamsterdam. Vampires just running around the red light district. Mark Johnson's in the chat. Haven't played this game in 8 months. Hello, hello. Are you a member of the Discord community? Welcome. Welcome back then, if you haven't played for 8 months. Welcome, welcome. You've chosen a good game to jump into. This is going to be a very tense finale here. Dracula's got quite a lot of points. He's definitely running around the Balkans. But there's a rumour token that has to be dealt with, unless the hunters can jump on Dracula. There's renewed vigor, but the hunters haven't used it yet. Is there a consecrated ground? Is there a second renewed vigor? Are there the movement cards? We'll have to see. Hey, cool. Good stuff. Good to hear, Mark. Tough choices for both sides. What location do you prioritize now? If Dracula's in Bucharest, are you going to try and navigate around the castle? Do you try to go to Constanta? So then you're on Black Sea coast, so you use Slide Trail, that's Ionians. So then you only need to hide or feed in Constanta, and then you can go to Black Sea. Is Dracula trying to be sneaky? What's the lair situation? All the lairs still remain. I mean, if I was Dracula, I'd maybe be tempted to remove this stuff. Unless he wants to go back to Klausenberg now. Klausenberg would be very safe from would be safe from consecrated ground, not from renewed vigor though. Yeah, tough choices. I'd clear Belgrade. Oh yeah, that's right, he can't even be in Belgrade right now. Yeah, these layers are kind of telegraphing where he is. What is Snuff thinking? Is Snuff thinking about bluffing? Oh, the consecrated ground! Is this gonna be... He's not... Whoa! He's not in Bucharest. This could be a dead Dracula here. No! Oh, he hid in Sofia! Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. Good consecrated ground then in Bucharest. That actually causes huge trouble for Dracula here. I assume Snuff has the 2 remaining tokens. Where are they going to get placed? Whoa, this is massive. This is absolutely massive. Surprise reaction from her one, absolutely. Geordie, Terminus should have played more time in Spain to put in counters. Oh, it's really tricky when you know the Huns have renewed vigor and they're on the rail line. They could jump on you in Iberia if you're not careful. I understand why he left. It's not easy. Yeah, good heavenly host. Van Helsing and Sewer can go into Drac. But even Godalming, if they play Renewed Vigor and they don't roll slow horses, yeah, all 3 of them can. Makes sense why Van Helsing was taking time to think. I don't know, where do you put it? Do you put it into... I guess you put it into... I don't know. Because the thing is now, the Wolfform and Hide combo is causing real difficulty here. Sofia cannot get past, Bucharest can never get past again. Is there a 3rd Heavenly Host? Where's he putting it? Yep, depends on if there's a fog, depends if it's forewarned. Right. Yeah. Why are these things not being revealed? Heavenly Host should reveal these things. Oh, oh right, it reveals the vampire, but it doesn't reveal the hide card. Such a weird interaction between Heavenly Host. And, I hope... Okay, Mina's revealing the Heavenly Host. That's probably fine because she's out of range. Right, and the thing is, with Salonica, you're trapped behind the Ionian. Okay, right, this is interesting. The Hunters have decided Dracula is going to get forced inland. Right, okay. I guess you could force Dracula into Salonica if you wanted to. But then you would there's a risk that you well, Dracula could only play one forewarned because the hide is in Sofia. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Hunters now. Dracula's going to have to play very well to outplay this. Especially that there's still, you know, it's going to be Friday, right? So you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday you have to survive. So the timing for that is the same as this thing maturing. So the Hunters basically have 3 days to catch him. With renewed vigors and things, they should be able to do so. This consecrated ground token is going to remain. Sophia's going to... Oh. He didn't remove Belgrade as a layer. Is that deliberate? I guess... Yeah? In terms of now creating this, you know, triple thing that then do the Hunters move in now? I'm interested... Well, okay, so Garami can't get there. No use of renewed vigor. This is going to be interesting to see how Snuff deals with this. I actually don't know if this is a good option or not. Because now, look what's happening. The Hunters are completely surrounding Dracula. Dracula's blocked in the eastern direction. And now suddenly you got Hunters on all sides. I don't know if this is a good idea. The only way this is a good idea if now Klausenberg is suddenly like a bat and it allows Dracula to clear that space. Yeah, this is rough. Oh, it's only a saboteur. Oh, man. That's really unfortunate. Feed, stay in 6 under fog. Yeah, but here's the problem, though. He can't stay here forever. He can't stay here long enough. Right? You can't hide, because the hide's been used. So what do? You feed. Sofia is where Ionian is. You Dark Call. But then you're going to have to move before the Sofia vampire matures. And he's going to have to move into a Hunter. So he'll then die, most likely in combat, before this thing even matures. Dracula might be able to go to the castle and survive with healing from that. Yeah. Well, I guess the only way he could do that is if he moves into Van Helsing now, and then... Oh. What's that about? There was fog in Belgrade. Oh. Yeah, that's the problem. There's no wolf form. He'll have to now move into Klausenberg and hope that Seward does not get into the fight. Unless he feeds now. He needed one more turn. He needed one more turn to force this mature. The Hunters have one turn. This CG was really well played. It was very risky because it could have been wasted if Dracula was in Bucharest already. It would have been a waste. But this has worked out so well for the Hunters. This is really, really well played. Yeah, Dracula's in a real trouble. So do you feed and then move into... I guess you try and go for the castle, I guess. Okay, he's feeding now. The problem is, so he's getting more health, but that gives Dracula, gives the Hunters another turn to sort out their horse economy. Ooh. This is really tough. Mina could even get into the fight if she has a child carriage and sense of emergency. Yeah, as Hunters here, you just sit tight, I think. If he'd been in Bucharest, CG would have forced him out towards the castle. True. But then he wouldn't have been stuck in this mess. He would have still had hide available. So he could go into the castle and hide and feed. And he would have been able to stall enough for this thing to mature or get the wolf form back. And he gets more healing from the castle. The Hunters would have to move almost like preemptively into the castle or around it to get there faster. But here's the thing though, right? The Hunters have renewed vigor, so they don't need to worry about horse rolls. Well, I guess if Seward rolls slow and goes into Belgrade, he'll get fogged, right? There's a sense of emergency, then he heals after the fact. Yeah, this is tough. This is really tough. Terminus has played this game really well. Hiding in Sophia. I understand why he was maybe trying to play sneaky or bait a hunter onto him. But in the end, it's going to cost him. That extra move cost him. Yeah, Bucharest is probably the safest position to go into. But clear... I don't know, you say clear the layers, but then... to hide more way out. Oh, this is really tough. Really, really tough. Again, this game is so easy in hindsight. This is really tough going, and Terminus played this very well. For a player who's not got a huge amount of experience with the digital game and the meta and everything, this has been a really good effort. I guess you move... yeah, I guess you... You try to move into Klausenberg and just hope that the... Do you Dark Core now? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just go... I don't know. Maybe just go into Klausenberg. Oh no, maybe... Oh, maybe actually go into Sarajevo. Because if you... Oh man, because we're thinking about the castle, but... If you move to Klausenberg, Godalming is guaranteed to get in. If you move to Sarajevo... The other two hunters have to roll well to get in. I mean, they could play Renewed Vigor, but still. Why not? 6 is well secured with Fog. Yeah, but the issue is, you're going to have to move off the spot now next turn, and you're 2 health. You got, like, you've lost now 2 health. And these 5 encounter cards give you no benefit, because you're going to have to move onto a hunter, and you cannot place an encounter card. I would rather move into a hunter here with 11 health than 9. I'm not saying you would win, but it gives you a better chance. I think maybe Sarajevo is actually the play. Not Klausenberg. Next move gives you 3 influence. No, not this move. This move doesn't give you influence. That's the problem. Right? This turn he has to move. He can't misdirect anything. This turn that Dragon's going to take right now does not give him any influence. And he's 2 health fewer than he could have been. That's okay. Don't worry, Ho1. No problem. There's a lot to think about with the timings of this game. Yeah, right. So, the only good thing about the Dark Call is now, if somehow he manages to survive the combat, he will instantly win, because this vampire will mature. Okay, he's moved into Klausenberg. Okay, okay. I don't know. This is really tough. I think... I actually think Sarajevo's better here. By Dark Calling, I think Sarajevo's better. You don't need the healer. You just need to survive the combat, and then Sofia matures. If you were able to place an encounter... If you move into a space where a hunter is, and you can place an encounter, then Dark Calling makes a lot of sense, because then you can maybe get the fog you need to play in Klausenberg or Sarajevo or wherever you go. But it gains no benefit in this situation. Unfortunately. If this trail was 1 turn further advanced, then Dark Calling makes sense. Right? If the hunters were forced into Belgrade today, or they have to go into Sofia to stop the vampire, then it was the right decision to Dark Call. I like the fangs. Because now Dracula's going to either heal or has to dodge. Oh, no, never mind, gets knifed. Oh, goodness. Right, right. Escaping his bat here is good, because now if you escape his bat, you get the 3 points, and then you move to win. If he kills a hunter, he wins. Right? I guess maybe that's maybe the argument. You move into Van Helsing because you're more likely to kill him, but it's a dawn combat. And now that he didn't get the healing, he didn't hurt Van Helsing. Oh, wow. Snuff played that very well. Good planned ambush in the day, because he doesn't need planned ambush for the night combat, because you have 3 hunters. Stopped a Heavenly Host, true. But the knife was still good, though. Playing planned ambush for the day fight made a lot of sense there. Oh. Oh, Godalming. Godalming's going to lose his second action. Oh. Yeah. He needed to supply and then move in. Oh well, that's okay. I don't think it'll make a huge difference. It's a small thing. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he forgot about the Saboteur. Oh, he's realized it should have supplied first. Yeah. The only way here is if somehow Sue does not get into this combat. Dracula has a fighting chance. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. You have to ambush here with fog. Oh, maybe he has forewarned. If he has forewarned, then no chance. Yeah, makes sense. Ambush him with everything you've got. No cards revealed. There's the fog. Forewarned. Yep. Yep. That will do it. If there was no forewarned on Seward, Dracula would have had a fighting chance here to either escape or kill a hunter. Yeah. But it doesn't look like that now, unfortunately. Good try. Very, very, very good effort. Terminus is going to get a lot of IDS out of this. It's 8 plus the 2 bonus. So, if... yeah. Unless there's some other gain influence one way or the other. It will only be a -5 defeat. So yeah, good effort. And did really well with the triple layer stuff. Guaranteed that mature. Delayed. Oh, you get a vampire layer as well. Whoa. Salt into the wounds. Okay, never mind. So that's then a -7. No. Yes, -7 defeat for Dracula. Terminus has played this very well. That hide was the only real thing. But then a hide could have easily worked, right? Hunters jump past. Think he's in Bucharest. Varna, it frees up space. He goes into Valona. He's then sitting on Adriatic. You know, Adriatic coast. You know, I understand why you try to play a little bit sneaky and play hide there. It's just worst case scenario in terms of consecrated ground. Snuff played it at the right time. Yeah. Really, yeah, I agree, Matt King. Played really great early. This has been a very good game by Terminus. Was so close. This is 1 day from maturing. You're in 4th week. It was a good effort. But yeah, as soon as you get a situation here where hunters can just surround and just sit and supply and wait for you to move into them. Yeah, tough effort. Fang. Oh, is this a Holy Bullets? Get Peter Wizard on the phone. This might be a Holy Bullet. Yeah. Locked and loaded. That was really intense. That was a really good game. Whoa. Good effort by both. Really, really close. How many times have we seen it before where a Dracula hides in a certain location and then the hunters all jump over him with horses, and then the space vacated is then free for Dracula to move into? I knew I should have just ignored the rumor layer at the beginning. Yeah. Easy in hindsight. Always easy in hindsight. GG, well played. Yeah, exactly, Becky. Add well played just to bug Strider. Yeah, there's been a lot of Hunter wins, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So close, Terminus. Yeah, really, really close. Really, really close. Yeah, the win rate is really narrowing now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, I think if Dracula had gone to Bucharest, it'd be a different game. I mean, he might have still got surrounded, but you'd be in the castle, you get more healing out of it. Right, yeah. Bucharest would have been worst case scenario. Use enough, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Only Seward had it. Oh my days. Whoa. So imagine if Dracula had moved into Sarajevo instead. Van Helsing would have drawn those tickets. He would have got pushed into Belgrade with no, But then you're having to fight Gaddafi and Seward in a 2-on-1. Right, okay, I'm gonna just say this as a very quick thing just to wrap up. This is really, really good. Okay. Identified the error. And I can't spell. But the game is easy in hindsight. Seward could have jumped over you, and then you would have been able to move to Valona for free. I understand why you used hide. But then I'm going to say this, like, this is a really, like, I've said this so many times, like, recently, but this is a really good attitude from Terminus in terms of identifying really, really quickly, so soon after a game so intense as this, what the error was. That's how you get better. Meg King. Oh, cool. Castle Burgundy. Nice. Good, good, good. Yeah, if there's anybody, people in chat, if there's anybody who likes playing Castle of Burgundy, we might try one day to organize a board game arena playthrough. So, feel free to ping me or Met King a message in the Discord if you're keen. I try to protect the vamp. Oh, well, that's no, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. He's applied a lot. True. Yeah. I guess the situation in that situation, if you want to hide and protect the vampire, you need to think, what is worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is you get blocked in by CG. I actually don't think you need to protect the vampire there. Because if the hunters if the hunters had gone to deal with the vamp, they are not dealing with you. Right? So maybe you don't need to protect the vamp. Really close call. This is really, really tough. Good game all round. I'm saving using hide. Don't worry. Loading process. You gave Snuff a run for his money. Really good effort. Really, really good effort. Before we stop the live stream, I feel compelled to show Met King's memes. So I am heading off. It seems to be a thing now. So the screen's going to go black for a second, folks. Don't panic. I just need to very quickly go into the Discord and download the memes. If I can actually drag my Discord around. Thank you very much. I'll put on the normal meme reel for you while I download these things. You got something to look at. Okay, let's see if I can do this correctly. Probably not. But we live in hope. Right, what do I need to do to make this work? I need to... Oh, why is it... Oh, stupid OBS. There you go, that's the first one. Love it. Oh, it makes me so happy. Love it. And then, this is number 2. Oh, you're missing the bottom bit of the meme. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I do like that one, Geordie. And then we got number 3. I don't know why it's that image. But fair enough. Very good. So on that, folks, we're going to end. I have to go to bed because I wanted to go to bed 2 hours ago. So yeah. Thank you very much for keeping me company in the 2 live streams. Thank you also to Skybreaker, who was with me earlier. And yeah, thank you to everybody. Quincy, Herwan, who else? Met King, Warecraft, Strider was here. Mark Johnson was here. I think that's everybody. Peter Wizard was here earlier. And to everybody else who's watching this after the fact, thank you so much for doing so. I don't know. There might be games tomorrow. I don't know. I assume there are. But there's a match between Skybreaker and I want to say Heroine tomorrow. I think that's right. But it's on at I think it's 5 p.m. UTC, so 1 p.m. Eastern. I can't record it. I'm away during that time period. Just sod's law. But there'll be other games during the whole week, right? So we can try and record as many as possible. So yeah, take care, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave you with the trap meme again. There we go. And I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Good luck for any games if you're playing them. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.